In today's video, we'll learn 10 different ways to say I don't know. I'm that English tutor and I welcome you to another lesson. There are 10 sentences on your screen that you can use as alternatives to I don't know. When somebody asks us a question and we don't know the answer to it, we tend to respond with I don't know. However, in some situations, saying I don't know may come across as rude or abrupt. Hence, it's important that we learn different expressions to convey that we don't know something. In this lesson, we'll learn how to use each of these 10 expressions with the help of suitable examples. You can use the first 5 expressions in casual situations, say with friends or family, whereas the next 5 are better suited for formal or professional situations. The 10th expression is my favorite, so make sure to watch this video right until the end. And now let's get started. The first alternative to I don't know is I have no idea or I have no clue. Example, let's say a friend asks you, do you know when John's birthday is? And if you don't know the answer to his question, you can respond with I have no idea or I have no clue. The second way to say I don't know is your guess is as good as mine. Example, suppose your roommate Mary is watching a tennis match and she turns around and asks you, who's going to win this match today? You could respond with, your guess is as good as mine. That means you don't know any better than Mary what the result of the tennis match is going to be. The third expression you can use instead of I don't know is, who knows? Let's imagine your brother asks you, are tomatoes fruits or vegetables? You could say, who knows? That would convey to your brother that you don't know whether tomatoes are fruits or vegetables. Please note that who knows is a rhetorical question. That means when you say who knows, you don't expect the other person to answer your question. The expression only conveys that you don't have the knowledge he is seeking. Number 4 is beats me. Let's say your friend Ben wonders aloud, how did my parents find out that I was planning to move abroad? You could respond with, beats me. That means you have no idea how Ben's parents found out about his plans. The fifth alternative to I don't know is, I'm not 100% sure. Suppose your sister asks you, is Kabul the capital of Afghanistan? Let's say you have some idea but you're not entirely certain about the answer. In that case, you could use the expression, I'm not 100% sure on that. These were some casual alternatives to I don't know. Now let's look at some expressions you can use in formal or professional situations. These are a bit more advanced, so pay close attention. Number 6 is, that's a good question, I'll find out. Example, let's assume a work colleague inquires with you, has the meeting been postponed or cancelled? And let's say you're not aware of whether the meeting has been postponed or cancelled. Saying I don't know in a situation like this could make you appear unprofessional. A better response would be, that's a good question, I'll find out and let you know. The seventh alternative to I don't know is, I'm afraid I'm not the best person to answer that. Let's say another colleague asks you, has the marketing department submitted that report yet? And let's say marketing is not your area of expertise. In such a situation, instead of just abruptly saying I don't know, you could say, I'm afraid I'm not the best person to answer that. And you could follow it up with something like, perhaps Jim from the marketing team can help you with that. Number 8 is, that requires a bit more research first. Let's say you run into your neighbor and she asks you, do you think it's a good idea to invest in cryptocurrency? If you're not sufficiently informed on the topic, you could postpone your response by saying, that requires a bit more research first. I'll get back to you on that. The ninth expression you can use is, I can't remember off the top of my head. Example, let's say someone at work asks you, do you know the name of the CEO's nephew who visited us last week? And let's say you just can't remember the nephew's name right away. In such a situation, a more suitable response than I don't know would be, I can't remember off the top of my head. Let me get back to you on that. The 10th and my favorite alternative to I don't know is, I haven't heard enough of it to form an opinion. Example, let's say you run into an acquaintance at a fundraising event. The conversation veers towards global politics and he asks you, what should the world leaders do to deal with the situation unfolding in Afghanistan? Let's say you haven't had enough time to give the topic much thought and form an informed opinion about it. In a situation like this, instead of getting anxious and just blurting out, I don't know, you could say, I haven't heard enough about the situation in Afghanistan to form an opinion on it. Remember, people appreciate honesty. It's better to admit your ignorance than to manufacture a false answer. If you've enjoyed today's lesson, please subscribe. Also hit the bell icon to get a notification for my next video. Please hit the like button and share this video with somebody you think would benefit from it. Leave a comment below if you have any questions or suggestions. Thank you for watching my video. Take care and I'll see you in the next one.